Hey everyone, welcome back to ACT Math Quick Hits. I'm Paul Beckfar. Remember, we are here so you can make one small change to help improve your math ACT scores. You don't have to spend a lot of time, you don't have to spend any money, and you will learn some different math concepts and some different math ACT test taking strategies. So again, our rundown of the math section, questions, Desmos calculator, and our breakdown of content. So let's get right back into it. So today's question here asks us about a boat that is traveling at a speed of 30 miles per hour, and it wants to know what the boat's speed is in feet per second. All right, so this isn't necessarily a huge math concept, right? This is more of like a physics problem where we're just converting different units. And the way we're going to convert these units is by using multiplication. So let's start off with what we have. We have a boat going 30, well, it looks like a 36. Let's try to draw that a little bit better. So 30 miles, and I'm going to abbreviate miles just because it's going to be canceled anyway. So 30 miles per hour. That's what we start with. What we want to get to is we want to get to feet per second, right? And the feet tells us it goes in the numerator, and then the per is generally the division symbol, and then second goes in the denominator. So we need to get from miles per hour to feet per second. And again, we're going to have to introduce and cancel different units, and the way we're going to do that is with multiplication. So it does tell us a little note here that 1 mile is 5,280 feet, but that's the only conversion it actually gives us. All right, so let's use that one first, right? We need to get rid of our miles, that's our distance, and get it into feet. So if I'm going to be able to cancel using multiplication, what I need is I need that miles to be in the denominator because I started with a miles in the numerator. And so I know that 1 mile is 5,280 feet. So by doing this multiplication of a fraction with its units, feet in the numerator, miles in the denominator, that will allow me to cancel the miles, and then I'll have my feet. All right, the other piece, though, is we have to change our time. So we're going to use more multiplication. We're starting with hours, and we have to get to seconds. Now, we could make one jump from hours to seconds. However, that's a little bit more complicated. It's not as well known how many seconds are in an hour. However, a lot of people are very comfortable understanding about minutes in an hour and then seconds per minute. So we'll go that route. It's a little more straightforward, but not quite as quick. All right, so I have to cancel hours. So that tells me I need hours in the numerator of this fraction. And again, I'm going to take two steps here, right? I'm going to go from hours to minutes. And then, so what do we know? We know that there are 60 minutes in every hour, right? And so we're allowed to put in our number pieces. So again, that will cancel my hours, but it will put me into minutes, and now I need to be in seconds. So what I need to do is I need to cancel the minutes and go to seconds. So I need minutes in my numerator because that will cancel the minutes that's in that denominator, and then I need seconds in my denominator because that's what I end up with. All right, so how many minutes are there in every second, or how many seconds are there in every minute? Right, there's 60 seconds in every minute. So now we have this set up so that all of our units can cancel, and we can get to where we want to be, right? So our miles cancel with these miles, the hours cancel with the hours, and the minutes cancel with the minutes. So that's how we can cancel all these different units out and end up where we need to be. Notice, right, the only units that we didn't end up canceling, sure wanted that to be green, that's okay, was that feet and that seconds. So that's what we wanted to end up with, right? There's the feet, there's the seconds. All right, but we still need the numeric part of that. So we're going to use Desmos for this. And all we're going to do is multiply all these fractions together. So I have 30 over 1, which I can just call 30. And then times I have 5,280 over 1, which I can just call 5,280. And then the next two are both 1 over 60. So I can put those in as fractions. Desmos does a nice job of creating the fraction for us. So we don't have to fumble around with different parentheses and things like that our calculator would make us do. And so now I do my calculation and I see I get 44, right? So 44 feet per second. Again, I don't need to spend time writing that. Like, that takes away a few precious seconds. So I know it's 44, which is answer C. If I could click it, then we can move on. There we go. All right, so thanks for watching, everyone. Again, I realize that ACT math is not the most exciting concept, but your future self will thank you for liking and subscribing. That way you can continue to get these ACT math quick hits and help improve your ACT math score. Thanks, everyone.